Hey, what's up, everybody? Today we're going to talk about some of the fallout or little nuggets that kind of flew under the radar as far as OTAs. Very important topics of discussion that need to be talked about. It's serious. D for defense. Doomsday. All right, guys. So get right into it. OTAs wrapped up a couple days ago. Been sifting through the news cycle as far as what can we take from them? Okay. First thing is first. A lot of this stuff is on paper, all right? There's no pads. You're just in. These players are just in shorts and shirts. So no contact allowed. It's a lot of more of a light practice walkthrough type of situations. Just soft installs, this sorts of things. So it's really hard to talk about winners and losers, but it is important to see what is going on as far as like the roster and key positions here that we're watching for this important season. Once we get to mini camp, that's when you'll see some action, and then that's coming up here in just a few weeks as well. So mini camp, I think this is when you'll see a little bit more meat as far as like news. But right now, everything in the off season, man, there's a lot of hype around players, workout videos, all this nonsense. So you got to sift through the bullshit. All right. But we're going to talk about a couple of topics here. One that I talked about here just a few days ago, the special teams, the kicking situation. Yes, the kicking situation is still up in the air, and they're still rolling with Tristan Vizcaino. Still missing field goals. You can see here by this tweet by Michael Gelkin. There's a real chance the Cowboys kicker in 2023 is presently on another NFL roster. Team figures will monitor transaction wire in months ahead, but Tristan Vizcaino is here, and he has a chance to earn the job. Went 7 of 9 today in the dome, wide right from 37 to 51. John Fossil said, so not good, man. This guy just continues to miss field goals. So let's get somebody real in here. And Michael Gelkin, I mean, this is that's probably what it is. Our kicker is probably somewhere else, either still a free agent or on another roster somewhere. So they gotta figure this thing out, man. Special teams, it's the difference between winning and losing, man. Your field goal kicker is very important. Other news here, a lot of talk about Kelvin Joseph moving over to safety. Oh, he played it in high school and all this other bullshit. So this is where he needs to be. So the fact is, they're looking at him more at the nickel position, moving him from the outside to the inside, and yeah, maybe they are going to take a look at him at safety. Is this a death note for him? Is this a nail in the coffin? The saying has always been around here in Dallas: when they start moving you positions, the Grim Reaper's coming with the axe, whatever the hell he uses, right? The Reaper. So we'll see what he does, man. This is a last chance for him. Has he woken up? Is he all in on football? All right. Evidently, the coaches, they did speak in depth about this in the offseason as far as like, what are we gonna do with Kelvin? And they came up with a decision to move him inside to nickel. Fierce competition there, man, because you got Deron Bland, you have Jordan Lewis, who still playing at a high level. Jordan Lewis has had some signature games throughout his career here with the Cowboys. The only thing with Jordan Lewis is he's been banged up. He gets banged up a lot, and I think that's his physical style of play. So that's kind of the ding on Jordan Lewis. Kind of save money by cutting him and maybe keeping Joseph. I don't know about that, man. If it were me, and it's like, do you want to cut Jordan Lewis or Kelvin Joseph? I would keep Jordan Lewis myself. He's a proven commodity. Kelvin, they rolled the dice on him, and they haven't gotten anything in return yet. So this is definitely the last dance for him. So he's really got to show out here. So I'm not putting the nail in the coffin quite yet, but man, it's an uphill battle. And he's really got to show something here and get a lot of reps, man. Can't miss any time. He's got to be out there in the preseason. He's got to be making some badass plays. Okay. The other key area here that we're keeping an eye on is the wide receiver position. Like I've said before, I'm a big advocate of bringing DeAndre Hopkins here if we can. You have to bolster these weapons for Dak Prescott. Like you just have to. You can't go in here and crossing your fingers, your toes and twat hairs and hoping that these guys are gonna be something. Okay, so but anyway, let's just roll with the Cowboys are gonna do that. Okay, which they probably are, right? The reality is they're probably not gonna get DeAndre, so they're gonna stay in-house. And with that being said, it looks like Simi Fehoko has already leapfrogged or is making strides where Jalen Tolbert seems to be stuck in neutral. You're hearing reports that the Simi Fehoko has outplayed Jalen Tolbert and looked better here in OTAs. So that's good and bad. The good is you're seeing some sort of progression from Simi Fehoko, right? Last year, bobbling the ball, wasn't a very reliable pass catcher. Turned the ball over a couple times, mini camp, preseason, training camp. So here, this is from Patrick Walker. Simi Fehoko not only got work with the second team, motherfuckers, but also the first team, and that included being matched up against Stephon Gilmore, which he made a completion. Looked quick, fast, and targeted often with 0 drops. He's locked in already, so definitely like that report here from Patrick Walker, and this bodes well for us. Now, like I said, that's good. The bad part, you're hearing that he's outplaying Jalen Tolbert, and Tolbert kind of staying stuck in neutral. All right? Oh, the DAC yard and this and that. All the hype and bullshit. Oh, look at my picture of this and shit. It's all hype, bro. It's all fucking hype, man. I am pulling for one of these guys to do something. You need one of these guys to do something. All right. The 5th receiver on this team might not be on this team. You know what I mean? The 5th guy, the 5th receiver, because I think they're going to go definitely 5, maybe 6 deep at wide receiver. Might not be on this team, man. Jalen Tolbert's really got to turn it up in minicamp, bro. Like, he really, really needs to turn this shit up, dude. And for Simi, I'm pulling for him, man. I think he, too, is he's on notice. These two guys are on notice, but Simi Fehoko, 4th-round pick, out of Stanford. Stanford's a good program, they play a pro-style offense. So he should have hit the ground running here. I think it was more about opportunity. So he's going to have it all. He's going to have all the opportunity. He's got to stay healthy. He's really got to show up here in a training camp, but mainly in the preseason games, man, because we all see all the hype bullshit in training camp, and then when the lights come on, these guys, they tend to crumble. And it's been the same guys for the last couple years, so we'll see where they're at here. It's going to be huge, huge, huge for the wide receiver room here for the preseason. If they come out of the preseason, or maybe even training camp, if they're not looking the part, and look for the Cowboys to flip a late round pick right now and grab somebody off another roster. Maybe go grab Van Jefferson from the Rams. Maybe see if you can go steal Renfro from the Raiders. I'm just throwing out some names here, but think about that kind of thought process, right? Some other receivers that are on other teams where you can flip a pick and grab them. Okay, so we'll see where they're at on that, man. But those are the main parts that I took from here. Obviously, a lot of players did not even practice in these OTAs. A lot of vets, took some time off here. Obviously, Lawrence, Zach Martin was out there for a little bit in street clothes. Trayvon Diggs as well. So you're kind of already seeing the vet days. You're seeing what Let's Go play behind Tyron Smith at right tackle. So that's still interesting there. They really need to figure out that offensive line, okay, as we get closer to minicamp. And training camp, guys. But let me know what you guys think. Who in your mind has stood out so far in the OTAs, in the offseason? Who do you think is in the driver's seat, and who's in trouble here? Okay, let me know what you guys think. Continue to like, subscribe, and share. I'll see you for the next one. Peace.